We go through many losses in life. From the time that we're young children, we may have a pet die or a grandparent die. As we get older, we may break up with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and that's a loss. We may not get into the college we wanted, and we feel that as a loss. As we get older, we may have disappointments regarding our children. Maybe we're not able to have children, or our children grow up and they disappoint us. That's experienced as a loss. And of course, we have loved ones die as we go through life, and that's definitely a loss. So when we feel losses, what is the way to get to feeling better sooner? That's to let ourselves feel the feelings of the loss, process them, and then when we do that, we slowly will come to a place of peace regarding what we've lost. Now, there's one technique that has helped many people as they're seeking to process a loss, and that can be described as the DAYS, the DAYS technique. Those describe the feelings that we'll feel, and as we're feeling those, we need to be processing them. So the D first, D stands for denial. We'll go through denial, or a feeling of numbness, or a feeling, I can't believe this really happened. We'll experience anger with a loss. We'll experience the Y, which is yearning for what the loss is, longing for what we don't have. And we'll experience S, sadness with the loss. We will go through these, and as we process them healthily, we finally get to the A, days A, which A is the acceptance of what it is that we've lost. And when we get to that place, we feel peaceful. Nothing's changed, but we're peaceful about what we've lost. Now, what is the way to actually go through this? Well, that is that when you've experienced a loss, to pause during your day and think, what is it I'm feeling today? Is it denial? Is it anger? Is it yearning? Is it sadness? Each different days and weeks, we may feel different things. We may feel anger one day. A few days later, we may feel sad. A few days later, we may feel yearning for what we lost. Then we can bounce back and feel anger, or we may go through numbness. These don't follow any particular order, the DAYS, and when we've gone through one, we probably will go through it again on another day. But as we process these, we will slowly feel better. And so to process them, that can mean things like talking to someone that's a good listener, one of our good friends, our spouse. It can mean journaling about to process the feeling. One day you know you're feeling angry, so you write about that, or sadness, or those types of things. You may decide to find a counselor to process your loss with. Some people who are musical will write a song about their loss, or just will listen to music that's already been written that expresses those feelings and sing along with them. That helps them to process the loss. Artists will often paint or create art that expresses the feeling they're having, because the secret is we don't want to go to that feeling that feels bad, the anger, the yearning, the sadness, the denial, but by feeling it and processing it, we get free of it over time. Just like a teapot that builds up steam, and for the steam to be released, it needs to come out of the spout, and then there's less pressure inside. That's how we are when we don't let ourselves feel the feelings of the loss, process them healthily, and get rid of them. Because once we've done that, we get to that A, that acceptance of what was lost. And that, again, is that peaceful place where nothing has changed, but we are at peace with what's happened. And sometimes after reaching that, you may come back in the next 6 months or year and feel some of those same feelings again, and that's normal. Then you let yourself process those again, and slowly you will feel those over time less and less. But often, if it's a really significant loss, that process will take longer, and the feelings may come back more. Again, the answer is to process them, to let ourselves feel them. And the book of Psalms has so many psalms where it's an example for us of expressing our feelings, of expressing our anguish or our hurt or our fear. And so we don't have to feel guilty about processing these. It's just a healthy part of how we're made. And it's a healthy part that when we process them with another person, brings us closer together to that person. And again, that in itself makes the loss feel less heavy and weighty, and gives us a feeling of being bonded and brings us to that place of acceptance more quickly. So don't be afraid to grieve your losses. Actually, just feel it, process it, and in that way, you will get rid of the negative feelings and come much more quickly to a place of peacefulness and being able to go on more effectively and healthily in life.